to ask you about that fourth down play. Just kind of describe it to us. How big was it? I mean that's obviously a huge play, but just kind of walk us through that.
I mean, yeah, that was a really big play that we needed in the moment. That all goes with trust from the offensive coordinator, from the quarterback to the O-line, to the receiver. Sorry about that. But yeah, it just at the end of the day, it's about trust. Peyton throwing that ball up to me. Him trusting me that I can make that play. And, I'm glad I came down with it, and it's a huge play.
Drew, I wanted to ask you about the sacks that you had, but more importantly, the fumble recovery there towards the end to kind of set all of that up. I guess you looked like you were playing pretty inspired football today.
Yeah. It being my last game in the woodshed, you can say I was a little more motivated to get this W, but not just for myself, for the rest of my seniors also. The snow was actually a lot of fun to play in there. It was slippery, but I had fun, and I made sure I savored every moment. After we got that win, with the fans and the student section, and I thank God for an amazing end to my MSU career.
For either one of you guys, I know there were a lot of injuries and illness this week leading up to the game. Wonder if you could give a sense of kind of what it took for guys to be out there today and what it says about this team that you're able to win, under those conditions.
It basically shows, how tough we are and how resilient we are, as a collective group. Guys that are going through stuff, and, every team deals with injuries, and, it's all about, what you can do. If you can go, then give us what you got, and if you can't go, next man up, and you got to be prepared. And I feel like everybody, offense, defense, and special teams, everybody in this group, prepared, harder than ever, and I can't be any more proud of them.
Yep. Going off what he said, basically, it came down to a mindset of what are you willing to do to receive what you never had. So, it's all about being mentally tough. I think the seniors had a lot to do with that, to send those guys out the right way. And, it's all a mindset. At the end of the day, everything is mental. So.
Jayden, over here, I'm wondering how close to 100% you were after finishing the last week with a boot on your foot to start. How close were you?
No doubt. I wasn't even 100% in the game, I would say. I didn't practice all week. Probably the first time I practiced was Friday, which was a short practice, non-padded practice. At the end of the day, I just, had to be mentally tough. And I really wanted this win, so I had to do something that, sometimes you got to be uncomfortable, to, receive what you want. So that's what I had to do, and I made a sacrifice for my team, and I'm satisfied with that decision I made.
Along those lines, you guys have set yourself up now for a fairly good bowl game, at least in warm weather, maybe a New Year's Six game, and perhaps a game that you guys are more, some guys are back, right? You're more, maybe a little more of the team you were in October in terms of healthy bodies. Are you looking forward to that sort of opportunity of a showcase?
No doubt about it. That stage, I've never played on that kind of stage or that kind of bowl game. I'm very excited for that. Again, like you said, we will have guys back that you guys haven't seen in a long time. So you'll see the pieces put back together that you've seen earlier in the year. So I'm obviously super excited for that. And
like Jayden said, this gives us an opportunity to, get back, get healthy again, and, whoever we play in that New Year's Six bowl game, we're going to come in with that mindset, and we're going to keep chopping regardless of any adversity we may face.
Jayden, I wanted to ask you about not just the fourth down, but Peyton on third down today. What did he show in delivering some of those balls? I think he was 10 of 14 on third down.
Just trusting the process, staying poised, filling the pocket out. He don't panic in the pocket. He's developed tremendously, just sitting in the pocket and being comfortable in there from last year to this year. So I'm proud to see that. And, he just trusts his teammates to to trust them, to know they're going to be where they're supposed to be. And he delivered the passes that he needed. So.
What about for you getting that onside kick?
Oh, yeah. We practice that all the time, but I never really get a shot at it. So I was excited. I actually wanted them to kick it my way, because sometimes, I don't succeed in practice. But, I fight every day, and every time we do it, my goal is to, never mess up on it. And I made that play at the end of the game today, and that was very huge.
For both of you guys, I'm curious just what went into the process of sort of turning the page from Ohio State and coming out and having this performance. What did you guys see behind the scenes in terms of guys moving on or forcing them to move on, or how did that sort of work to refocus and get up for this game, like you both mentioned, with some real goals still on the line?
We had a lot of motivation going into this game, so we just kind of, forgot about what happened against Ohio State. We knew that wasn't our best day of football, and being undefeated in the woodshed and sending our seniors off the right way. I felt like both the older and the younger guys really felt motivated, and they took it up a notch this week, and everyone just doing their part, and we ended up being successful.
Yes, sir. I just feel like nobody hang their heads. We understood that nobody's going to feel sorry for you after a loss like that. So, we just had to, keep our foot on the gas and had the 24-hour rule and focus on the next week, That goes by fast. You can't let that stick in your head for the whole week, because that can distract you for the task at hand coming ahead. So, everybody, was that motivated us, what people say about, us on media, all that kind of stuff. I mean, we try our best to stay away and keep that distracting away from us. But, we obviously see it. We're college students. We just use that as fuel to the fire, keep our heads down. We work our ass off every week. And that's how we, respond like we did today.
I got more if nobody wants it, but. Right, last one. Okay. Different sort of questions, I guess, for both of you. Jayden, I asked kind of the same thing, but do you think that was your last game at Spartan Stadium, just considering the season you've had?
I'm focused on the bowl game, and everything else. So my mind isn't made up on anything yet. So.
And Drew, that was your last game, I think. You played a lot of places, a lot of different atmospheres. What is it unique or special about playing in that building, you think?
In the woodshed, you mean? I just remember starting off my career, first game in the woodshed against Furman 6 years ago, and we ended up winning that game. And my last game, we ended up winning against Penn State. And there's nothing like playing in the woodshed. The Spartan Nation, the fans are absolutely tremendous. They're energetic, and it was 30-some degrees and snowing outside, and you see these crazy Spartan fans just cheering for us and bringing the energy, and there's nothing like it. And a couple of my teammates were talking about how hostile this environment is in the woodshed for an away team. So definitely savoring this last game for sure. And I thank God every day that I had an opportunity to play at this amazing university.
Appreciate you.